Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are in Seattle. We just got back here from our big trip to Alaska, and we're gonna be starting a incredible journey here. We're gonna be circumnavigating the entire US by train. We've got 8 trains picked out to take us on this trip. Today we are going to be hopping on the Coast Starlight down to LA, so hop on and join us. We are excited. We are heading on one of our favorite trains with Amtrak, and that is the Coast Starlight. Sat down and grabbed some breakfast, so we're enjoying that as we're leaving San Francisco area and arrived here into the Oakland area, and we'll keep going on south.
Now we got to our room, which is room 2, and the good news is we're going to be on the good side, because the good side is the west side. So traveling south, we're in room 2. That was the good side. I don't know if it's always going to be that way, but that's how it is today.
Okay, so we are off here in Salinas for a fresh air break, stretching our legs out right here on the platform for just a few minutes, and we'll be hopping back on, and we're going to be having some lunch, and then we're going to give you guys a little tour of our room and the train. Okay, it is lunchtime. We're just pulling out of Salinas, California, and I thought, what better thing than to have a nice hamburger. So I'm gonna eat my burger. Got all the veggies here, got cheese, and this coleslaw for Amtrak is probably one of my favorites. It's got a nice sweet taste to it, and then you also get Terra chips with it as well. Those are really good too. And you know, I've had the burger several times on Amtrak, and I've never gotten onions, and I absolutely love red onions, so I'm excited about having the lettuce, tomato, and onion on there. And then they give you little packets. Got some mayonnaise and some ketchup, and there's also some mustard. And Rob is actually got the same exact thing. He's got a burger as well with the chips and the onions and all the veggies, and his coleslaw too. So we're gonna prepare these and eat these. We decided we'd drink some water, got some cold water also from the dining car. So we're gonna do that, enjoy the views, and continue on this incredible journey on the Coast Starlight. Just riding around here in California, enjoying these views and just enjoying a nice leisurely time here on the train, since we're not responsible for anything. We're just riding in the train. That's one of the things that we love about it. But we like to get the roomette. It's easy, it's economical, and it's private. And so let me show you around here just a little bit of what's available. So I'm going to show you my seat right here. Let's take a look at this panel over my shoulder. So right here is an outlet. It is the only outlet that you will find in the room. So we usually have our, well, we always have our power block with us, and it's actually a universal adapter, but we use it in the US as well because it has 4 USB ports in it, which is great because we can plug in 5 electronics actually on that. We could put 4 in USB and 1 with the regular outlet, and it goes in here easy breezy. And then here is a temperature control. Now this isn't a drastic change, it's very mild, but you can cool the room down just a little bit. Like we've got it right now, it's a warmer time of the day, so it's a little bit warmer, and the room temperature will change, you know, from day to night. During the daytime when the sun is shining on your room, it's going to be a little bit colder, and at night it's going to be, you know, a little bit, it's going to be a little bit warmer. During the night it's going to be a little bit colder. Said those backwards, but you can always switch this to a little bit warmer if you want, if you get cold. And then here is a reading light. Tap that, turn it on and off. So that's this seat here. See, that's what it looks like here, and it's a nice wide seat, which is very nice. And then at night, this seat and the one right across from it, you hit the switch here, press on that, pull on this bar under here, and you do the same thing on the other side. Pull them, and this turn into your bed for the nighttime. I'll show you where the mattress is for that in just a second. Now, on this side, you've got a little trash can down here, and then you've got a closet right here. It's a small closet, it's narrow, but enough to hang a couple of things. And then they do provide you with washcloth and hand towels in the rooms. And then if you're going to take a shower, they have bath towels, clean bath towels downstairs in the shower, which Rob will show you in just a little bit. Now, just outside the closet, you're going to find a coat hook outside the closet as well. So if you don't want to hang it inside because you don't want to forget it, hang it out here, or you can also hang it on this one right here. So it gives you a couple of options. So that's that side. There is a tray table in between. If you've seen us eat our meals in our room, this table not only folds out, but it also has 2 flaps that folds that way. So it literally takes up this whole space here in the middle, and you've got your space underneath. So that's great to have that there. We've got some great views here of California out the window. So let me show you the other side. This is the other seat here, and then on this side you've got control of the lights. And again, these are just tap, so there's off. You can turn the ceiling lights on or the night light on, and these are the only controls. So the person up above needs to decide what they want, or they're gonna have to climb under the person that's down below. This one, if you hold it, it calls the attendant, and then another light here, reading light. Okay, so these are the steps to go upstairs. I'll show you in just a second. During the day, we just kind of throw our stuff here. So you've got one step here, but this will hang on one of the coat clips, so that'll be out of the way. And then this is the other step right here. This bag we store underneath the seats during the night so that it's out of the way. Otherwise, Rob's going to trip on that when he's coming down from the bed. The other things that we've got down here is got a nice mirror here. So if you want to brush your hair or see what you look like before you walk out of the room, you can see that right there. And then there's a reading light up here for Rob. And then you've got your air control up here. Now, this is where you open and close your vents. So if you're really cold, you can shut that all together. And if the person sleeping upstairs is going to get cold easily, you'll want to, you know, at least close it halfway because it'll get cold. But Rob doesn't get cold, so he always keeps it open. So that keeps us nice and cool during the day. And then up here is the bed upstairs. Ta-da! And then up here, so this here is the mattress for the upstairs. This right here is the mattress that you pull and put downstairs when you're ready to sleep. But during the day, you store it there so it's out of the way. And then back here, you've got this netting. It goes all the way across, and it gives you plenty of places to put things if you want to put some things up there, and just kind of store some things like your glasses or snacks or whatever, so that you don't have to worry about those at night. So I'm going to leave you with some views here. Rob's going to take you guys over to the restrooms and the showers and show you a little bit more of the train. So let's take a quick look at the bathroom and shower situation. When you get downstairs, there are 3 bathrooms and 1 shower slash dressing room down here. So let's take a quick peek at the shower area. They do provide you with soap, washcloths, and clean towels as well. There's a place where you can drop those in the shower stall. You've got a nice basic shower here. You can remove that head if you like and adjust the temperature inside. So nice and spacious and safe. Let's take a peek in the bathroom. Don't forget to lock that door. Look for that light to come on when you get in there. Little trash bin in the corner, toilet. And the best part of these bathrooms is the sink. You press and the water does stay on instead of having to hold it down like in the Superliner 2s. Now let's take a look at the rest of the train. All right, we're back at another fresh air break. This is San Luis Obispo here in California. We're getting ready to see all the pretty stuff. Not that we haven't seen pretty stuff, but we're about to hit the water, which is the coast, which is what this train is named after.
That's why we're here.
So we're getting a little fresh air break here, and we are excited to get back on, start seeing that water. Okay, so we're getting some beautiful views here. You can eat in the dining room, but today, because we're in a room where you're getting these views that you can see out the window, we thought, let's not risk it. Since we can see it from our room, we might as well enjoy our dinner and enjoy these gorgeous views out the window. So I picked the salmon, the Atlantic salmon. Look at how nice and crisp that looks, with a nice salad here, quinoa salad and ancient grains. We've got some green beans and some carrots, and this sauce is, I've had this one before and it's just really good. That sauce is real good. And then they also gave us a roll today. They don't always give you a roll, but we got a roll as well. So let me take a bite of this salmon, which I already know is good, but let's do it anyways and just make sure that it's still good. You're not gonna beat that. Eating a delicious meal and enjoying these gorgeous views.
All right, for my main entree, I did pick the Amtrak steak, the potato. There's some crispy onions, carrots, and green beans. And they also did give me a roll. So let me try this here. I've ordered it medium tonight. Look at these views out here. It's just, this is an amazing way and place to eat dinner. So, that was really good steak, and it's cooked really well. It's very tender. So I know the potatoes are good on here. They're soft. Sometimes potatoes you get on like an airline wouldn't be soft. But these are really good. Steak is excellent. So we're gonna enjoy these views and enjoy the rest of this meal.
It's really nice out here, getting some fresh air, getting a little cool breeze, right?
Yeah, it's the temperature is great. It's California, you can't complain at all.
Right. And we just passed some beautiful views, but the best is yet to come, right?
I think it is.
Yes, so the best views are between Santa Barbara and Oxnard. Make sure you do that portion of the trip and you're gonna get the very best views on the Coast Starlight. All right, we made it to Burbank, California, the Coast Starlight. We're ready to relax now and walk around, enjoy some time here before we hop on the next train. All right, it is just after 9. We're getting ready to board the Sunset Limited pulling in behind me. We're getting excited to head over to New Orleans. Today we bring you along as we travel on Amtrak's southernmost route, the Sunset Limited. We will travel 1,995 miles from the California mountains through the night as we make our way east into the southwestern deserts. We'll travel along the Mexican border to make our way to the Bayou country shortly after crossing the Mississippi River. We complete our journey through California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, and finally arriving into Louisiana on day 3. Our journey begins at night as we board the train near bedtime, so our beds are already made for us. We hop into bed and we are ready to leave California. We will start our journey on day 2 as we wake up for our first fresh air break in Arizona. Now, the Sunset Limited is the oldest continuously running named train in the U.S. It has been running since 1894. It crosses the Continental Divide, the Rio Grande, as well as the Mississippi River. There are many sights to see along the way, but our first stop is in Tucson, Arizona for our fresh air break. Okay, we stopped for our first fresh air break. We are here in Tucson, Arizona. You can see the train here behind me. We haven't had breakfast yet, but I do apologize because I was so rude and didn't even say goodnight to you last night. So we got on the train at 10 p.m. as we mentioned earlier, and basically we were ready for bed. So we just went back right to bed about 11 o'clock. So we didn't say goodnight to you. But anyways, here we are. Happy morning to you. We're gonna head to breakfast after we get our legs stretched out here in Tucson, Arizona.
All right, once you get in the bathroom, all you have to do is slide that little handle and the light will light up. That lets you know you're locked in. And this is a Superliner 1, I believe, and it has the nicer bathrooms than the Superliner 2. So if you're in a Superliner 2, see if there's a Superliner 1 you can walk through. The toilets are angled, so there's a lot more space. On the other ones, they're just kind of straight, and you run out of space real quick on those. The other thing is, these faucets are much taller, a lot more room, and the water stays on when you hit it, which is really good. So this is probably, I'd say, one of the better Amtrak bathrooms. You do have 3 of them, like I said, down here, 1 upstairs. There's not many people down here, so these are almost always empty. And then the shower is right across the hall. Let's go check that out. Same deal in here. You're just gonna slide that lock, light comes on, and you do have a place for dirty towels, so no one has showered today. Have all these towels that you can put there, and kind of a seat to sit on, and then a pretty big shower, actually. You've got a 2-step process here. So what they're telling you to do is to set the temperature here with number 1, and then hit the button there, push it for number 2. You do that, the water's gonna come out right there. So I'm gonna hop out before I accidentally do that, because I don't want to take a shower right now. And that's a shower in Amtrak. A lot of people ask if you have to wait, or you have to pay, or if there's a time limit. Showers are free, there is no time limit. And quite honestly, in all the Amtrak rides I've ever taken, I've never seen anyone take a shower. I have taken them though, but I've never seen anyone else getting in or getting out of it. So if you come down here and you want to take a shower, it'll almost assuredly be empty.
For lunch, we opted to eat in our room, and we did decide to mix things up a little bit by picking one item from the children's menu, which is the hot dog and the hamburger, and then we just split both of them and sat in our room and ate as we watched the views of the desert.
We have stopped in El Paso, and it is warm here, a little over 90 degrees. But there's a big treat here at the El Paso platform. That is the famous El Paso Burrito Lady. She is right outside the train with a cooler full of burritos. You can hop off, buy one of those from her, and it will be delicious.
And again, for those passengers that wish to step off for a quick smoke, you can do so. However, we do ask you please do not smoke in front of the doors. Also, for those passengers that wish to step off to stretch your legs, you can do that as well. We are running on time, so that means we can't leave the station until scheduled departure time, and that is 12:10. So, for those that feel like being risk takers, if you feel like you want to wander away from the train, you can do that. However, that is your choice, and please be back by the train by 12 o'clock. Okay, once again, for those passengers that wish to wander away from the train, please be back by 12 o'clock. We will depart on time, and if you're not back by then, we will be leaving you behind.
We have stopped here in Houston for a rather long break. Got about an hour and 20 minutes. But as you can see, it has been and is still raining pretty heavily, so we're just kind of camped under this awning here in Houston.
So as we leave the station in New Orleans, one of the first things that we see is the stadiums, Smoothie King Center and the Superdome. These happen to be right near the station, and it's one of our favorite things to see from the train is to see different stadiums from the different sports of the cities we are riding through. There are some beautiful views early on in this trip as well as later. Right now, you get to ride through the marshlands and get some incredible views of Lake Pontchartrain out the windows as we leave the city of New Orleans behind us. We're gonna have our breakfast now, and it is a flexible dining. So we do have the flexible dining menu that we ordered off of for breakfast, and we got the continental breakfast, which gives you a choice of lots of different things, including a breakfast sandwich, which is what we opted for. And then I also got cereal with mine, but you can also get yogurt and a like a protein bar type thing. And then they also have buttermilk pancakes with sausage and the 3-egg omelet, and that comes with I think bacon and potatoes, or sausage and potatoes on the side. So that's good. We're going to order some lunch from there later on, but right now I am going to open up this sandwich and see what this is all about. I haven't had it in a long time. Ooh, that looks good. Holy moly. Look at that. Cheesy. I'm about to make a mess. It's hot. Let's see if I can bite into it. Hold on. Here we go. Let's give it a shot, guys. That bread is really good. You know, for something that's warmed up and not made fresh, it's actually really tasty. So I'm gonna keep enjoying my breakfast. Rob's gonna eat his, and then we'll see you guys later for some views out the window.
So you need some help? He had a sleeper stepper.
if you do need to use the restrooms, I recommend using them now, but the restrooms will not be working while we are in DC. And for your convenience, there are trash cans located at each end of the car. Please take your trash with you as you're deboarding the train.
We are in a Viewliner 2 car, a roomette, and this is our first time in a Viewliner 2 roomette, and we can already tell it's amazing, very different than what you get on some of the other ones. What do you think so far, Allie?
Ooh, so far I am so excited. I knew we were in something different because even when I walked into the car, it was completely different. Okay guys, so let's start the tour. First of all, this is the seat I'm sitting in because I always sit facing the direction of travel, and note how wide this seat in is. So the other side is actually going to be a little bit narrower than this one. It's a couple inches narrower on that side than on this side. And then here you've got a nice big air vent, and you can always just turn that off if it's too cold for you, but this is really quite nice for when you're sleeping down here. I have always found it very helpful to have that vent right there. And over here you've got a reading light, which you can turn on and off here, and then you've got your area light there, and then this is to call your attendant. You push this button, and with this one here, this is for the PA announcement. So if you want to hear them in your room, then you would leave it, then you would press it so that it's pressed in. If you want the announcements off, you leave it out, like flush with the outside. And then right here you've got a switch for the ceiling light, turn that on and off of the whole room, and then for a night light, which is a nice little light up above. Here you can kind of see what the thermostat in your room is set to, and actually down here you've got this little kind of armrest. It's a large armrest, and I actually am setting my backpack there right now, but you have two outlets, and then you also have another vent here, and it's kind of like a car vent where you can move it this up and down and then side to side, so just like you would in a car. But here also, like in a car, you get to move this up and down, so you can shut it, kind of close it, or you can open it full blast, or in the middle, whatever floats your boat. Feels good to you. Okay, next up, we've got this hook here. They give you a couple hangers. You can hang jackets here or whatever you want to hang here. I'll leave this stuff here for Rob to give you a tour when he's in his upstairs penthouse, but I'll keep showing you some cool stuff down here. All right, so this side, so you're looking at about 2 inches difference between this seat and this seat, and the reason for that is this. So in a Viewliner 2, you are not going to have a commode, a toilet in the room with you. So in the Viewliner 2, normally you would have have a toilet in here with you, but you do not have that here, which is nice because I can't ever decide if I like it or not. But the reason why that's nice is because you've got this space down here, storage space, so you can stick a bag down there, no problem. And then this is going to be the steps for Rob to get up to his bed. Now over here, you're going to find the sink. There are cups here, and then with this little switch, boom, you're going to open that up, and there is your sink. And you've got your faucets right there, and you can store your little soap right there, which is really nice. And you've got more outlets on this side, and then you've got your mirror light, which is this light up above that turns on. And then this red light is an indicator to Rob above. If the lights are off in the room and I have the sink open, this light will indicate to him that the sink is open so he doesn't put his foot in it. And so this sink, one thing you'll notice about it is it doesn't have a drain. So this sink, actually, the drain is, see this little spot here? It actually drains back and out through the drain. So when you're not using it, you just put it up here. They do give you a washcloth and a hand towel, and then there's regular towels in the shower, which we'll show you later. And you've got a little hook here to hang those, and then another mirror light, which Rob will have access to there. On this seat here, you do still have this nice vent here, which again, you can open and close, and you've got the area light and the reading light, so that gives you plenty there. Now, what I want to show you here too, this is another thing I like about the Viewliner too, is when you close this, so normally this is kind of soft, but there's a hard stick, I guess I should say, or rod of some sort that's in here that keeps it firm. So when you close it, it actually, you know, sticks and stays firm instead of staying loose. So that's kind of nice that you have that as well. And Rob will show you his curtains up above. Now over here is our tray table, and this tray table is amazing. If I can avoid the camera, whoops, is amazing. It's right here. And look at that. And this is nice and firm, so it's not going to dangle. You'll find sometimes on the Viewliner 1, it just kind of hangs there, and it's just kind of a crazy mess. So that's that, and that's pretty much the downstairs area. There are some switches here also by the door. There's a ceiling light there and a night light control here. And then the door locks and unlocks right here. You open it and close it there, and you've got these nice curtains here. Again, it's got those kind of those hard little rods in there as well. So that is the downstairs. I'm gonna pass it up to Rob, and he's gonna show you what it's like upstairs in the penthouse.
This Viewliner 2 is my absolute favorite room for being upstairs because there's a lot of features. First of all, this is much higher than a Superliner, so you're gonna have a lot of space up there, and it's really easy to get up there. You can see these steps right here. They're so big that there's no question what you're stepping on. In the middle of the night, if you're tired, you're not gonna miss these going up. So to get up there, all I need to do is, first of all, take this handle and pull it, and that's gonna allow the whole upper bed to come down. And that's in the sleeping position now. So this is how much room you're gonna have on the lower bunk, and then I'll have, I think, even more up on the upper bunk. Now all I gotta do is climb up the steps and go up to the bed. So as you can see, there is a lot of headroom up here, and it is really easy to get up here. It's the easiest one of all. And once you're up here, you want to take these little hooks and put them right up here. Whoops. Not like that though. Okay, got that in. And that is going to be your safety harness, which is right here. It does have a lot of slack to it, so it'll feel like it's not going to catch you, but it actually will catch you if you actually were to roll off. You wouldn't, but it's not like up like this, like a fence. So that's interesting. Now, up here we do have a huge area for storage. So I put both of my bags up here, my big backpack and my little bag, and if I need anything in the night, I can just use those. A lot of people put like a real suitcase up there. We don't do that. We usually check ours on the Viewliner because it is kind of hard. Even though there's a lot of space up there, it is kind of hard to get that all the way up here because it's kind of a tight angle to do it at. So on a Viewliner, we always check our bags. On a Superliner, we bring them with us and just leave them downstairs. So we also have a little pouch up here. That's for your glasses, or maybe you have medication or something like that. And then again, all of our controls are up here. I have a light, air, a fan, I have an attendant thing, and that's the button for the reading light. So the great thing about this is I am sitting straight up right now, and if you're in the middle, your head will bump a little, but on the side, my head is not touching the top of this. Now I am 5'9", so if you're like 6'4" or something like that, your head would definitely hit the top. But if you're under 5'9", not gonna have any problem. The bed also has an interesting shape up here. It's narrow on this end, and then you can see it kind of widens down here. So that's why I sleep on this end down here, because it is much wider and you just have a lot more room. One of the other great features about the Viewliner roomettes is the person on the top actually has their own windows, which I love. On the Superliner, no windows for the person on top. So this will be great because Allie usually goes to sleep before me. She'll close those, I'll leave these open, and I'll be able to see everything I want to see. So this is definitely my favorite roomette of all. There's 4 roomette types. This is the best one. If you're lucky enough to get this, I really hope.
Okay, so we are about to ride the Acela. So we are riding in first class today, and we are sitting here in the Metropolitan Lounge enjoying some of the complimentary food that they have available for you while you wait.
Okay, almost time to get on the Acela to Boston, and this Moynihan train hall is beautiful. If you've never been here, definitely get here about an hour early so that you can take a look around. And if you have a chance to come to the Metropolitan Lounge, you really do want to do that. The staff is amazing. The food is great. It's probably the prettiest lounge that we've seen out of the whole Amtrak system.
Okay, I've got my bed all set up down here, so I'm gonna show you guys around real quick. So let's turn these lights on. So this is the bed here. So the two seats fold down, and the mattress was being stored upstairs, is now down here, and I think it's even a little bit thicker than it used to be. got a nice little bit thicker pillow, and you also get this nice thin sheet that I had mentioned earlier, and also you get that glorious blanket to keep you nice and warm throughout the night. And that's pretty much it. I'm ready for bed, and you can still have access to this little shelf here, so I'll be storing my phone there tonight, and I've got my water if I need that, but I'm ready for lights out.
Allie has her bed made up down there already, so that just means my bed is automatically made. And it is ready to go. It was nighttime outside, and we're ready to lay down.
Having some coffee here on the train with my breakfast as we just pulled into, or getting ready to leave, Toledo, Ohio. I got the 3-egg omelet. As you can see, I dug in here pretty quickly. Rob had the railroad French toast, and it came with bacon, so that's why I have bacon in here, because we shared the bacon and the sausage. The sausage came with the 3-egg omelet, and you can also do kind of a continental breakfast. They give you lots of different options. You can do cereal and yogurt, or just get like a granola bar from them. So there are lots of options for breakfast if you're not looking to have, you know, something with a little bit more protein. When we board the train, we see there are some special touches that we have not seen before. At the top of the stairway, our room attendant has placed these beautiful flower arrangements, as well as additional waters and even magazines for our reading pleasure. We make our way down the hall and to our room and get settled in. Right away, we start the trip with fabulous views of the city of Chicago as we make our way north. Now, our very first meal on this train ride is going to be dinner, and our dining car attendant has added flower arrangements as well as white tablecloths, which makes for a very inviting dinner experience. All right, we just pulled into our first fresh air break. We are in
Winona, Minnesota.
Minnesota, so we've already zipped through Wisconsin and through Illinois. We weren't in there very long, were we?
Yeah, the first fresh air break is quite a ways after you board on this Empire Builder.
So be ready for that.
Yeah, but it is great here. A lot of fresh air. Temperature feels great.
Yeah, it does feel nice.
Love in Minnesota.
Okay, so we were preparing for bed, but we just got an alert, emergency weather alert, that said there's a tornado warning in the area until 10 p.m. It is 9:30, and it is lightning out. We've seen that for a little bit here, but didn't realize we had storms out there. So we'll be taking... The train is still moving pretty quickly here, so I don't know if we're going to be moving out of that, but we'll stay up for a little bit longer and see. All right, you can probably hear the hail now hitting. We can hear it. We're still watching, we're still moving, and we're making our next stop, so we're still progressing. Wow.
All right, the storm has subsided, thankfully for us, and we have got our bed made up. I'm about to head up here to the upstairs, and we're gonna go to bed, wake up in the morning, and we will see you in the morning. Good night. Good morning. Slept pretty well, even though it was raining outside, and came down for breakfast. Both got the eggs. I got sausage, and Allie got bacon. So we're gonna dig in and get this eaten and get our day started right.
A lot of times people ask us what we do while we're on the train for so long, and we do try to spend as much time as possible relaxing and taking in the views of the country. One of the best places to do that is the observation car, which is also known as the Sightseer Lounge. This car is open to all train passengers to enjoy. Okay, everyone's excited because we stopped here for a fresh air break in Wenatchee.
Wenatchee.
I'm not 100% sure if that's right, but Wenatchee. And we've lost part of our train on purpose. We dropped them off in Spokane and they're off to Portland and we're off to Seattle. So we're down to one engine, and they took the sleeper car from the back and some coach cars as well. So we're down to a much shorter train, about half the size, right?
Yep.